Mea culpa. I was wrong. Alright friends, welcome back to Rabbit from the Closet, where we pull out all the secrets Hollywood hopes that we'll forget. And today, oh today, we are digging straight into the chaotic black hole that is the Kardashian family. The Lou Taylor connection, Kanye's downfall, RJ's receipts, and why the entire Hollywood ecosystem seems terrified to expose the truth. Grab a snack, grab some tea, maybe grab a helmet, because this one, it's really messy. Okay, you guys, yesterday I put out a video about Britney Spears showing up in the geriatric bed of the Kardashians. Literally, that's what people are saying, that they're pretty sure it's a geriatric bed, and like the vibration is for like after people have surgery or they're really old and like they don't move around very much. So anyway, you know, I put out this whole video about Britney being over there, and I was kind of like, you know, this is what I was feeling. I was like, with the company that Britney's kept in the past, like Kevin Federline, like maybe the Kardashians aren't so bad. Like, really, I've seen worse. I have a low bar for Britney, right? Like, I was just like, thank God she's not hanging out with Charlie Sheen, because that was like where I felt like this was going. Okay. I did question it, like what's going on and why is Cade so into this and who is Cade, her manager? But I'm really grateful that a bunch of people came in under that video and left comments. I'll post some of them now, especially one comment. It was my first comment and I did appreciate it, letting me know like you need to look more into what's going on with the Kardashians. And I think you don't understand what's going on here. And oh my God, I was like, these people are so nice. I don't know if it's because of the Britney theme and people are watching my shows that really like Britney and they care about her. And so they're kind of like caring towards me, because in the past, whenever I've gotten something wrong or I didn't call someone out, people usually come under my comments and they're like, you stupid bitch. Like, what were you thinking? You stupid over-the-hill grandmother. You know nothing about this topic. The only person who knows what he's talking about is Perez Hilton. You know, like, I've really had some people be assholes about things, which, you know, that's fine. Rightly so. Who cares? And I really appreciated that the people who came under this video and let me know what was up were really kind about it. And they were like, you should just go further down the rabbit hole. I appreciate you guys. I hope those people continue to watch my videos, because those are the kind of people I like to hang out with. Like, some people take this shit way too seriously. But after going down the rabbit hole, it is serious, right? I am the kind of person who's like, oh, the Kardashians, they might be annoying, they might have problems. I knew that they were involved with Lou Taylor, but I thought it was because they were thinking about trying to help Kanye with the conservatorship, and then eventually they dropped it, which I was like, good for them. At least they didn't try to like wheel him into a conservatorship. But now I'm finding out a lot more information, and I'm going to present it all here to you today.
That the Kardashians might have some involvement in Lou Taylor forming Britney Spears' conservatorship and locking away millions of her dollars, they posted this.
Oh, we're just chilling in our geriatric bed. Yeah. You can feel this bed vibrate.
It's funny because this comes right after Kris Jenner's famous 70th birthday party, where every celebrity known to man attended, except for, of course, Britney Spears.
So it's true. Poor Britney was seen hanging out with the Kardashian empire, and we need to talk about their money laundering Disney machine. So apparently, and yes, this is all my opinion and commentary, the various businesses owned by the Kardashians look less like the brilliance of an entrepreneur and more like a glossy influencer-themed money funnel. Because the whispers online go like this. They've been saying that Lou Taylor, Miss Conservatorship Queen herself, has allegedly been helping inflate the Kardashians' earnings and cycle money through their brands. And then there are a lot of claims being made that the Kardashians took out loans facilitated by Lou Taylor. Some of the money seems to be borrowed from Britney's estate without anyone questioning it. So this is why people were jumping into my comments like, Katie, this is literally bizarre that Britney is hanging out with them on their vibrating bed. And Britney's like, wow, I wish I had a vibrating bed like this. It's like, Britney, they used your money to get that bed, girl. Like, go buy yourself a bed. Now, imagine being so rich. You borrow other people's money accidentally on purpose. And then there's a secondary rumor, one that has been circulating for years, that Kris and Kim allegedly floated the idea of putting Kanye into a conservatorship. Not out of concern, not out of love, but to keep him quiet, manageable, and more importantly, profitable. Like, imagine your spouse having a plan A to put him under legal control and a plan B as divorce him on SNL for the ratings. People are really speaking out about Kim specifically. Whereas I've always kind of seen it like, oh, I think Kim did love Kanye and tried to make it work. And I have so much to say about Kanye West. People will hate me, but I love Kanye. I disagree with so much of what he says, and yet I love the guy. That's for a whole nother video. Let's be real. Kanye has issues. He needs mental health support for sure, but even with all his chaos, it's hard to argue that he's not a more sincere person than Kim and a lot of other people in the Kardashian family. Kanye has showed all of us that he cares about education, social issues, giving kids actual opportunities that aren't just kids in his family. But the second he fell in love with Kim and entered the Kris Jenner's industrial complex, it was the beginning of the end for him. That'll have to be another video. But what else? What about the Ray J bombshell that should have broken the internet? Now, I've heard a little bit about this, but to be honest, I hadn't gone down the rabbit hole. That's another video I'll have to make. Let's talk about Ray J now. Ray J literally sat down and pulled out receipts, messages, contracts, timelines, and basically said, Kris Jenner orchestrated the entire sex tape release. Because we all remember the reason that Kim became so famous in the beginning is because she did a sex tape with Ray J, put it out all over the internet, and then was like, what? I can't believe it. Why are people doing this to me? Right? Okay. And this rolled into her family getting a reality TV show. Now, my issue, maybe I'm like really weird, but I'm not even bothered by the fact that Kris Jenner would help Kim put out a sex tape. I don't know. I guess I have a very, once again, low bar for how people are going to act around me. I don't know. And especially when it comes to Hollywood. But honestly, if someone in my community, I found out that they helped their daughter put out a sex tape, I'd probably be like, what can I do? What can I say? So anyway, Kris did help Kim put out a sex tape. It is kind of weird. Yes, it is kind of gross. But for me, one of the biggest problems about that is that, number one, they acted like a victim about it, and it really made Ray J, an African-American man, look like a user and abuser. Okay, but it's not only that Kris helped Kim put out the sex tape. According to Ray J, and he brought the receipts, Kris allegedly watched the footage, chose the version that she wanted, and had both parties sign off on it. That's really where it's like taking it way too far. But instead of the world reacting like, oh my God, I can't believe it, somehow the story just disappeared. Probably because the world is a lot like me, and they're just like, whatever, I've seen it all before. We just can't. It's like we're all desensitized to this kind of BS. I mean, look at the Jeffrey Epstein files. Like, we're just like, yep, this makes sense to me. So the story that Ray J put out, it totally disappeared. And that's really hard because it's like that sort of redeemed him. In certain ways. It made it clear that like he wasn't purposely doing anything to hurt Kim. Like literally Kim wanted this to happen. But let's be honest, nobody crosses the Kardashians in Hollywood and comes out with a career. And honestly, in all of the research I did, that's one of the biggest problems of all for me. It's like the Kardashians are just really good at silencing everyone. And that's something I don't like. People should be free to speak out about what's really going on in their lives and in their connections with people like the Kardashians. But of course, everybody signs contracts with them, and it really sounds like they go after people hardcore when they start to speak out. Going back to Ray J. Ray J even made the statement that Kanye had no idea that the sex tape was planned or staged until he met with Ray J one-on-one. And now, at this point in time, Kanye has talked about being concerned that Kris is trying to funnel his daughters down the same sexy, scandal-based pipeline that built the family brand. I really hope that's not the case. But Kris cries on TV like, I just want it all to go away. I don't want to be known for that anymore. Girl, you're the one that keeps bringing it up. Kim and Kris are all about that sex tape. And lastly, again, just kind of as a quick overview in response to the video I made yesterday, I want to talk about the Kar-Jenner pattern of love bombing, because this was something I read about extensively on the internet. Okay. The Kar-Jenner pattern goes like this: love bomb, use, then discard. One of the saddest parts of the Kanye saga with the Kardashians is the way that Kanye kept trying to win Kim back and get her to move out to Utah with him, away from her mom. He flew on planes across the country. He tried to privately resolve things. He retrieved tapes for her. He was willing to believe the best in her when nobody else was, because let's be honest, before Kanye came along, Kim and her sisters, and especially her mom, were kind of seen as a joke, and Kanye gave them a lot more legitimacy and fame than they ever had before. He bent over backwards to help her. Kardashians were cold, calculated, and it was all Kris approved, allegedly. So people are saying that this family thrives on fame, money, public image, exploiting emotional moments, manipulating narratives, and turning scandals into brand opportunities. And after going through all of this, my opinion is that people like Kanye didn't even stand a chance when they got involved in the Kardashians. Okay, before I end this, let's also not forget Ray J's mom. Okay, according to him, the Kardashians stole over $100,000 from her and still managed to convince the world that Ray J was the one who was the villain. Kris Jenner dragged Ray J's name for years, even joked publicly about him violating Kim in her sleep. Joke or not, that's disgusting. But that's the thing with the Kar-Jenner PR bubble. When they do something shady, it's just a misunderstanding. When someone else calls them out, it's revenge porn, jealousy, and they're being unhinged. How convenient for the Kardashians. Lastly, I just have to throw in, because this is one of the things that annoyed me the most about Kim Kardashian. Kim is iconic for telling people around the world to get off their ass and work. I mean, I just can't. Kim Kardashian telling people to get off their asses and work while she sits in a glam chair for 4 hours while an army of assistants run her entire empire is absolutely ridiculous. The same woman whose businesses allegedly get creative financing from Lou Taylor. The same woman whose career originated from a leaked tape that her mom orchestrated. Come on, Kim, you've got to get serious. So yeah, I did all of this research and I wanted to rant about it a little bit, and it started helping me to question, why is Britney visiting the Kardashians? And just like people in my comments were saying, it became truly bizarre and disgusting. And to be quite honest, the rant on this isn't over, because every time you peel back a layer of this family's empire, the mess just gets deeper, darker, and even more twisted. This is all my opinion, but honestly, Hollywood knows, the media knows, and every time someone tries to expose it, the story magically disappears, which is why I'm talking about it here. Because these closets were made to be opened, and secrets, they're not going to stay buried forever, Kardashians. Make sure you like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts below, because you guys, it turns out, know so much more about all of this than I do, and I'm taking your comments and going down rabbit holes and making videos about it. So what do you think about what I've had to say here? Give me more of your feedback. And just remember, if Kim tells you to get off your ass and work, remind her who got her first job. I'll see you next time.